So I'm just figuring, you know, I'm gonna do the Nashville thing and just put it out there, man. Yeah, man. Start all over, man. It's gotta be a good thing, though. I keep thinking it's gotta be a more creative scene than Vegas. Well, I've been there so many times, and like I said, I know some people that are established as far as writers that have had some hits and stuff like that. And just knowing some people is gonna help a lot. And I won't have to go in there, like I said, like cold.
Mark Huff's gonna be up next. We're gonna switch, so.
Right on. It's for Paul Barnes, folks. Yeah. Hitting those high notes. Right on. And hello, Mark Huff. Hey, make some noise for him. Right on. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, it's not good when you have to tell someone to clap. It's like, I don't know.
We're encouraging, we're not telling you.
Yeah, but there's two rules that I have in hosting an open mic. Never encourage people to clap, and never say, give it up for. This is a song called Something That I Broke. It's real wimpy. I have to remember how it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't seen Mark Huff play in a long time, and we go way back, having played together years ago. And a person in town that I've known of for a while who's like always had good stuff, always been like someone who you would think, you know, should be having records out and should be known, you know, pretty widely for his good shit.
Anywhere he can find it, he's looking for truth. The road of the blinded, he's looking for tomorrow, but he's still one day behind it. He's looking for.
I think Mark is a very talented songwriter. I think a lot of times he may be underappreciated here in this town.
That Mark's gonna be leaving town, kind of fed up on the scene. I wanted to come and check him out, thinking it may be the last time.
Thanks for giving it up. It's my Hank Williams painting that my friend Rue Hernandez. He lives in Dallas. He painted this for me, and it's going to be the first piece of art that I put up in my new place when I moved to Nashville. I call it the Evil Hank. I'm just getting ready to box stuff up and put it in storage because I'm moving in July. So my house is kind of a wreck. Got a bunch of photography gear, and there's a room full of instruments back there, and kids stuff, and dogs. Kids, dogs, toys, guitars, amps, you know, CDs, the whole. Anyway, but this is off the record. I don't want anybody to know anything about it. This is fifth place, and these houses I think were built in the mid-30s, and for Las Vegas that's really, you know, that's pretty old. So and there's like a lot of history. This used to be a lot of like old-time casino people, you know, hotel people and gangsters and stuff like that used to live here, and I think some of them still do actually. I've lived here a long time in my house, and a lot of people that live here have lived here a long time, and they're just, you know, normal, quiet people. And Elvis Presley used to own this house here. I'm going to move to Nashville in July. There's more opportunity there for, you know, for songwriters, and Yeah, I've done it here for so long, and there's just really nothing else to do.
Look the same.
I'm a little frustrated with the scene, and you know, with the way that the lack of a music scene here in Las Vegas. So I got to go where the work is, you know. My father, you know, in his profession, he's a bank robber. So you know, there was more banks out here with slower security guards. So you know, we came out here from Florida, you know, and that was why we came out here. I think it's just time for me to move on, you know?
It's harmonious, just how that's spelled, H-A-R-M-O-I-N-I-O-U-S. Yeah, harmonious, just regular spelling, and then junk. But call me if you need to, whenever in between, and we'll see y'all then if not, okay? Okay, thanks a lot, bro. They're having a big shebang for this art gallery, so we're playing. We got a good slot. He called me earlier and he was talking about some early slot. I was like, we want it to be done by 8 or 9 in case we had a club gig to do later, which I don't think we're going to have anyway. He said, so we got 5:30 to 7, so that'll be a good slot. Check this out.
I was walking along about 2 a.m. just gazing up at the stars. With my brother's box, she said, look here, Jim, why don't you take a ride with me in my car? Well, I didn't mind, I had no pressing plans and I had some time to kill. So I'm mighty obliged, looked at the passenger side and sat down for a thrill.
What do you expect from this performance tonight?
Well, depending on the production meeting we need to have right now, we need to discuss some last minute, you know, get all the last minute things out of the way. You know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more, say no more. So we're trying to get, you know, have a good show. We got Nicole sitting in tonight from Mama Zeus, singing some cool tracks. So, you know, we're trying to get something going, you know, and, you know, make some recordings, try to get something happening, you know. Play about an hour and a half, and hopefully it'll go good.
So what are you doing here tonight?
This is an art show, art gallery opening for Catherine Giannakis, who's a great artist, and her son has got this art gallery in her name with some great artists showing stuff here today. And my friend Tom told me about it. He's in the whole arts collective in town, Laser Vita, who's doing a multimedia kind of thing. They got a room here. It's like a disco. I don't know if you saw it yet. There's a disco.
I'd like to give your love a spin. She came up to me and whispered in my ear. Before she knew me, and she made it very clear. We have a man here tonight, folks. We have special guests here. And this man swallows swords, sells roller coasters, and is about to come up here and breathe some fire on your ass.
What you're looking for is trends in music. You know, they talk about the Seattle scene that happened in the 90s. You had the metal scene that really developed out of New York, the punk scenes. How those things happen is there has to be a creative situation within a city for it to happen, and it doesn't exist here.
It seems like nothing else really can survive, you know, outside of that gaming thing, because that's what drives the economy, and that's what the people that are sort of, if you want to say, like in power and stuff like that, they're not going to let anything else take away from that.
I said corporate casinos can kiss our royal asses. Patrick Stevens said it. Do you hear me loud? Do you see my face?
It seems like it might help if there was, you know, some kind of radio station you could get some airplay on. You know, they try to kind of do that here and there, but, you know, they're so formatted. That's why, you know, listening to the radio is kind of bogus.
The way that you get played on my show is because I dig it. And I figure if I dig it, you're going to dig it. I mean, I know that sounds somewhat egotistical, but at the same time, it's worked.
I'm getting ready to play and record a live recording with Harmonious Junk.
We are playing tonight at the House of Brews, located at Maryland and Tropic.
In Las Vegas, Nevada, not Tokyo, Japan.
How did we get this gig? I have no idea.
The head of LV Jam Bands approached me and the House of Brews and asked if we were interested, seeing that Legends Lounge was going to close down and get away from the local bands, and he asked us if we wanted to be the next Legends Lounge to support local music. There should be more support. That's why we want to take what was started by Legends Lounge and give the exposure and the notoriety to the local bands and give them their chance to really break through and do what they want to do.
Live music is secondary, especially in Las Vegas. There are more than 5 hop and dance clubs on any given night. Tourists, they don't care about the band. Most people, bachelorette parties, they go to Chippendales, you know? They don't go see a live band, unless it's Prince. We definitely need to go on the road. There'll be more people in Flagstaff on a Monday night than there'll be here on a Saturday night. I think the last person to break big out of Las Vegas was Slaughter, is that right? Mark Slaughter. Fly to the Angels, baby. Being a bartender, they used to ask me all the time, what's going on? Where's a good place to see live music? And I would always tell them $100 Blues Bar.